Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Linda. It's been a short while because I took a short break, which was unintended. So now I am fully back, and now I'm bringing back to your screen this beautiful tutorial. I hope you guys stay put to the end. So on today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to cut and stitch this simple crop top. So right here on my table, I've just drafted a basic bodice without any dart included. So you can see that I've cut out the front piece and this is what I have. I'm going to be using that same front piece to draft and cut out the back as well. So this time around, I'm going to be including a zipper allowance because my zipper is going to be at the back, of course. So you can see me aligning this part, and I'm just going to be measuring what I have at this point for the zipper, and I'll be marking it all the way down from the top to the end, and I'll be ruling that as well. So now I'm just going to shift this part and make sure I pin the top part, and I'll cut the same thing I have for the front, for the back, except for the neckline, which is 1 inch at this point. So I'll just go ahead and connect it with my curved ruler or my freehand at this part. The other thing I'm going to be doing is just to also differentiate the armhole part, because the back armhole is different from the front armhole. So I'm just going to cut it out like you see me doing. And now I have my back piece. I'm quickly going to slit this part for the zipper allowance, and then I'll notch this part as well. This will enable me to identify the zipper allowance easily. And for the lining, I'm just going to repeat the same thing I did for the fabric as well. So now you can see that my lining piece has been cut out alongside with the fabric. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is just to go ahead and fix my zipper at the back piece. So I'll be setting the lining part aside, and the area you see me pointing is where I'll be inserting my zipper. And I'll also go ahead and do the same thing for the lining part. So after I am done inserting my zipper, I'll go ahead and open up the front piece, and I will stitch it at the shoulders like you see me pointing. So I've fixed my zipper, and this is what it looks like. You can see the zipper allowance away from the main zip, and this is what it looks like when I separate it. So I'm quickly going to attach the zipper, and then I'll align the front and the back piece together to stitch the shoulder lines. If you look closely, you're going to notice that I gave about ½ inch to 1 inch space at this point for the zipper. This will enable me to turn it out when I am done stitching everything. So I'm just going to open this up, and I'll place this front piece right side to right side facing each other, and then I'm going to be stitching the shoulder lines and the side seams as well. So for the side seams, I gave about 1.5 inches stitching allowance, and I'm just going to be using ½ inch, which is 0.5 inches for the stitching. Now you can see that I am done stitching the fabric, and this is what it looks like. Then also I did the same thing for the lining part, and this is what it also looks like. This is a duplicate of the main fabric. So you can see at this point, I'll just go ahead and open up the front piece for the fabric, and I'll also go ahead and align the lining part right side to right side facing each other. And I'm just going to quickly place this part like this, and then I'll hold it down to secure it with my pin. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is just to go ahead and stitch from this part, from the first stitch line I did initially for the zipper. I'm just going to follow that same line all the way to the top. Then from there, I'll come and stitch this part by ½ inch all the way like so, like you see me pointing. So I'm going to be stitching this part by 0.5 inches stitching allowance, and then I'll stitch this part as well. Now I am done stitching them, and the next thing I'll be doing now is just to go ahead and knot it all the way around the neckline. So guys, now that I am done notching the neckline, I will just close this part, but before then I'll be inserting my sleeves at the armhole area. So here is my sleeve. I have a tutorial on how to draft a basic sleeve. I'm going to be placing the link right here on the screen or anywhere around the screen. So the next thing I'll be doing now is just to go ahead and stitch the sleeves with the lining. This is the front part and this is the back of the sleeve, and you can tell by the chalk lines you're seeing right here. And this is the stitching allowance at the down part. Still working on the sleeve, you can see that I already cut out the lining part and I went ahead to separate it, and the side where you see me marking double X is the front, while the side where you see me marking a single X is the back of the sleeve. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and do the same thing for the other one, and this is what I have. I'll be allocating each lining to its particular sleeve, and I'll just go ahead and stitch it on my machine, right side to right side, facing each other. So I'll just go ahead and align it this way and stitch it by 0.5 inches stitching allowance. Then I'll pull it upwards to give me the same measurement I have. So I'll also do the same thing for the other part as well. Now I am done stitching the sleeve to the lining, and I just went ahead to top stitch on it just to seal the lining parts as well. So the next thing I'll be doing now is just to press it out on my ironing board, and then I'll attach it to my top. Lining to lining and fabric to fabric. But before that, the next thing I'll be doing now is just to go ahead and fold this sleeve like this, like you see me doing. And if you remember clearly, I measured 1.5 inches for the stitching allowance, so 1 inch is for the freeness of the hand, and while the remaining half of an inch is the stitching allowance. So I'm quickly going to insert that, then I'll stitch it. And I'll also go ahead and do the same thing for the other sleeve as well. So now I am done with what I just mentioned earlier. This is my sleeve. I have stitched this on the machine, and I'm quickly going to turn it on the right side. You can go ahead and press this on your ironing board just to give it a hold, so you could be able to stay the way you leave it. So this is mine, and this is what I have. The next thing I'll be doing right now is just to go ahead and insert the sleeve. Kindly pay attention to what I am doing. You notice that I just turned the sleeve inside out, and this is what I have. Then you also need to turn your top on the right side as well. The next thing I'll be doing is just to go ahead and hold this part like this, right side to right side, facing each other around the side seam area. So you can see that the side seam of the sleeve is in alliance with the side seam of the top. Then I'm just going to secure it with my pin for the moment before I stitch it. And the next thing is to flip it from the underside inside out. So this will enable me to automatically arrange the sleeve from the inside. Then I will go ahead and stitch it all the way around like you see me pointing. So when you're stitching this, stitch with 0.5 inches stitching allowance. Whatever I do for this, I'll also go ahead and do it for the lining part as well. So guys, I am done stitching the sleeve, and I'll also go ahead and do the same thing for the lining part like I mentioned. And I'm going to be repeating what I said. Just remember that you are going to be holding this part side seam to side seam on the right side facing each other. Then you flip it from the underside or at the same point, so you don't make a mistake. Okay, so just turn it like this inside out, and then you're just going to make sure that the side seam are facing each other before you flip it inside out. Then you go ahead and pin that down before stitching it all the way around. So guys, I am completely done with one of the sleeves, and I have a neat finishing. This is what I have. So if you look close, you're going to see that it is looking just as same as the outside. So everything has been neatly done and neatly finished, and you can see how it's looking like. This is so clean, and I'll be doing the same thing for the other sleeve off camera. Now I have my sleeves attached. This is what it's looking like, and the next thing I'll be doing now is just to go ahead and flip it inside out once more, just to close the hemming, just to hem it. So back to the bottom line. Remember the space I gave initially, about 1 inch, which I mentioned earlier. I'm just going to be leaving around that area about 5 to 6 inches space at this point, so that I could be able to turn it inside out when I am done stitching. So now I am done stitching. This is my space. This is my open space in which I'll be turning out my top, and then give it a nice press, and also go ahead and top stitch the open space, and that is all. You can go ahead and stitch it with your machine, or also you can hand stitch it if you want to. Just make sure that you have a neat finishing around that area. So guys, that will bring us to the end of the tutorial. If this video has been helpful to you, kindly give me a thumbs up, tell me what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and also tap on the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you for staying through with me to the end of this video. I'll be uploading more of this content and more interesting videos like this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.